gentlemen, welcome to Escaping the System Question and Answer section with Miles Lawson.
Welcome, sir. All right, sir. So today's question, I'll just dive straight into it. So our question for today is monogamy versus polygamy. Which one is more acceptable?
I don't even think it's a question of versus. I believe that monogamy has to do with you taking vows and pledges. To honor those vows, you have to be with one woman. Whereas polygamy, on the other hand, you can have as many women as you want. But the true question is, what do men really want? Right? Do men really want to settle with one woman? I mean, if you think about it, what would men really like? If you give them the freedom to do what they actually want and not hold them bound to some vow and obligation, things like that, what would they really want to do? Most men, they have one wife today and they're not satisfied. They still go out there and meet girls, and have sex with a bunch of girls and still come back to their wife. So those girls that they've had sex with, who is going to marry those ones? Right? So intrinsically, every man knows that they have this sense of polygamy in them. But culture somehow has them to bound us. Religion has also done so by making us feel that we ought to be committed to just one woman. I mean, it's a good thing to be committed to just one woman. If you can, then you do so. But if you can't, why pretend? Why hide? Why lie about it? Why, think to yourself that you can do this thing and try to pretend and, shame others for doing so? I mean, last we're all men, right? But we know these things. We even laugh about it. We even drink about it and talk about it. About the shitty, dumb things that we've done with other women outside of the women that we have. Right? So why not embrace your true identity, your true nature? Why try and shy away from it? Why try and hold back because of what society might say? Because of what religion has placed on it? Because of what other people might think about it? Because every man desires to be with one woman. Let's stop. The only problem we have is men are not valuable enough to command such thing now. Because if a man is very valuable, he will have more access to multiple, as many women as he wants. Right? But if he doesn't have such value, he can be committed to one. And the girls still have this intrinsic nature to always be with the best man. Right? And they don't mind sharing the best man. So if you ought to be that best man, girls won't mind. Women won't mind to share it. They'll all be falling on your lap, praying that one goes away so that they can enter. But if you're to hold it together as a true man that you are, and listen, this is what I want. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Which might be maybe something like a mad thing to say to all of them. But you do mean it, because I believe that men, we can love as many women as we want. And love them genuinely. Right? But I believe on the other hand, women can do these things. Before woman would just say, if a man can love as many women, make women are like this garbage of equality that whatever a man does equally pertains that a woman can do it. It's garbage and it's nonsense. Right? So that's not what I'm saying. And I believe that women cannot do these things that we do. This is why we are men. This is why we have balls. This is why we slang our shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe polygamy is in every man. And the only way that it has been suppressed is by us taking these vows and doing this prenup and these marriages and And I do believe that marriage is a form of a humiliation ritual, And why I say that is because when you get married, you get to show the whole world that you've married this girl, that you're going to actually pay for her. And most of the times, more often than not, these girls that you get to marry are not actually pure virgins, They've had multiple experience with many men, How can a girl of 18 years tell you that she's been with 4x? Before she gets to 23, how many X do you think she will be? How many X do you think she will be? You see, so this is the scandalous something that has happened to our society today. And you expect us men to protect and to provide for you when you've been a whore in your early age. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is why I can't subscribe to it. Personally, I cannot subscribe to it. And I would like other men not to subscribe to it as well. Because if I'm to get married, I'm not anti-marriage, I'm not against marriage. If I'm to get married, I'm supposed to get married to an obedient virgin who will listen to me and do as I tell her to. And then we can pertain and do the things that we want to do, depending on how I see where the family can thrive to. Right? So she has to follow my lead, she has to follow my orders. So I can lead, so I can be a good leader, I can be a proficient one. But if she's had all of these bundles of experience outside of our marriage, and then she comes up to me, she's having all these opinions and big mouth, how do you expect me to lead? How do you expect the family to thrive? It doesn't make any sense. So, every man should be entitled to have at least more than one wife. I mean, our fathers did it back in the days, and there was no cause for alarm. They've always painted this picture, and giving us this scenario. If you remember when we were little, we watched this movie, Fuji House of Commotion. I don't know whether you've seen it. And this movie tells us about a man who got married to more than one wife. They were trying to sell us an idea. They were trying to sell something into our subconscious. So the man had more than one wife, and what happened is that there was always commotion in that house because this wife didn't agree with this wife didn't agree with this wife, and the children of this one didn't agree with the children of this one. So there was always turmoil and turbulence in the house. So I believe that sent the man to his early grave. You get. So they were trying to sell us this idea, and I think a lot of people has bought this idea that I was talking to somebody the other time, and I told them that I would love to get as many wives as possible. They were like, "You won't die early." You get me? Stuff like that. But the truth is that we're all going to die anyway. One way or the other, we're going to die. So why be afraid to take this risk? Because you're a man. So why are you scared of taking this risk if we're all going to die anyway? Because you're never going to get out of life alive. Right? You're not as righteous as, what is his name? Elisha went up with chariots of fire. Right? Or the man who got promised that he was never going to see death, Enoch. You're not as these men. Right? So we're all going to die anyway. Having said that, you ought to enjoy your life and do the things that you want to do. Not be subjugated to what the system has placed on men and made us feel that we're all entitled. Every one of us is entitled to one wife. Why do that? If you read the Bible, which I'm a big fan of, because it's my belief and I stand strongly on it. So it says in Isaiah 4 verse 1 that on that day, which is today, that the daughters of Zion will come unto me and will beg 7 of them that please let us take your name. We have our own money, we have our own food, we have our own things. Right? Let us just bear your name and take the reproach away from us. 7, he didn't say 1. He says 7. And so many people tell me that, man, you misinterpret that scripture. This is not what it means, this is not what it means. But I read what it means. That's what it means to me. Right? So until you can tear that part away, I strongly believe it, because I believe that God's word is something that when you see it, you get a hold of it, you believe it, it manifests into your life. So I believe, polygamy should not be something of a backlash. It should not be something of having backlash. If you want to get monogamous, you're free. I'm not saying monogamy is bad. I'm just letting you know that if you want to be polygamous, then go on and do it. If you want to be monogamous, then go on and do it. It's that simple. So polygamy, monogamy, they are all good, depending on the one that you want to do. Right? So I thought you wanted to say something.
No, no, no. I'll just say you already said it.
Yeah, so it's something that I believe that we as men were all it's in our nature. Because you don't say you go get one girlfriend today and you're looking at the next one. Why not have them both? I mean, is there a law or a crime that say you can't have them both? Even though you've taken your vows as a monogamous man, you still go behind your wife to do these things. So who is being hypocritical here? Me, I'm coming out and telling you that I want to do these things. And you're saying, nah, I'm going to be with one wife. And then you go on and be with one wife. And at the end of the day or the night, or somehow, you sneak, right? And go and meet this other Paul, or this other girl, or this other woman, or this other lady.
Which man will send it to your early grave? The man sneaking on the mountains.
Anyone could send it to your early grave. It depends on how you want to die, or it depends on how you see yourself. Right? I believe you even should not take women too seriously like that. Because at the end of the day, you just need to have a lot of children with them. And I see myself having a lot of children with many women to extend my genetic lineage and my dynasty at large. So this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for myself. This is what I've envisioned for myself. So I'm not trying to tell other people to be like me. I'm just trying to tell you that, listen, I'm not going to be boxed as many people, right? I'm not going to be in that box and just be committed to one woman. Although I can, but I'm not going to. It's just something that marriage person wants to do. It's just something that marriage person wants to experience. You get me? So that's it. That's the way I view. I don't see it as a rivalry. I see it as a choice, and I see it as a will. It's something that you want to do, then go on and do it. If it's something that you don't want to do, then you go on with your polygamy. It's just, I like bread, right? And I like biscuit. You like bread, I like biscuit, right? So I'm going to go with my biscuit. Then you go with your bread. That's just how it is. You get? I cannot mix bread. Have you seen person mixing bread and biscuit together? It doesn't make any sense, does it? So you stick with your your monogamy, and I stick with my polygamy. Right? We're all going to die. So there's no need to be scared about it. So that's what I have to say.
So whatever is it, it's a win-win for both.
I think it's a win-win for both, but the system has always programmed it that we should all have one woman. So why are we going to have one woman?
Yeah, the man with multiple wives is irresponsible.
Not like the man with multiple wives is irresponsible, because the man with multiple wives, he has to fulfill the needs of this multiple wife. Whereas the man with one wife, he has desires to fulfill the needs of just this one woman, and also other women aside. Because not all men are faithful. I mean, if you want to be faithful, you can, but come on. Even the highest people, they get tempted as well with these pictures. So what are you saying? You get back. So don't be like saying you don't get one woman, and you don't be like being with one woman. I mean, if you did, but you're still a man. You go get needs. You go get time where you say you go clamor for others. You get this thing just happen. It's in our nature. Can we do away with it? Certainly not. So we'll just abide to waiting we feel come through, and waiting we feel don't come through. You get. So that's what I have to say.
Wow. That was insightful. Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, sir. Till next time.